Welcome to the African Leadership Series, where we bring you great inspirational speeches from African leaders.
The purpose of reform is mainly to have effective African Union, to one that is accountable to the people of Africa, to the Africans. And that will enable us to achieve a number of things, including one of the things we have already started, that is the African Continental Free Trade Area. We have created that. There's an agreement around it. And this means a lot of things. It's not just about trade. It's about integration. It's about intra-African trade. How do countries of our continent, our people, trade with one another? In fact, moderator, you gave good numbers of what is happening in Europe, Asia, the Americas, and then the number about Africa, which is very low. Inevitably, from that, you think of the benefits, those other countries that have realized a higher percentage of trade within the continent. So we ask ourselves, why not Africa? So what we've done, what we've been saying, therefore, has been trying to achieve those numbers and good results from the numbers. Now, nothing will happen unless Africans decide, which they have done, that this is very important and we need to do it. And this is what the Africans did when the leaders of Africa met here in Kigali in 2016, when they were talking about reforms, then later on seeing through the signing of the ACFTA. And we are going to see that happen effectively next year by July. There is a lot of work still to do. There's no question about it. But I'm saying the start is good, the foundation is laid. We now have to challenge ourselves and keep challenging ourselves to make sure that we do those things that we have committed ourselves to doing. And therefore, my reassurance about the progress and the success of the CFTA and other things Africans have committed to themselves lie in what pronouncements the African leaders have made themselves and what we are seeing happening, much as we are not where we need to be or we want to be. And we fully understand there is much work to do, as I mentioned. And I think we are up to the task. It's a question of, again, working together, knowing that we are so much behind. What we are trying to achieve now, we should have achieved many years ago, and other continents, other people, have achieved that and almost taken that for granted. So we have really those key points to bear in mind, and therefore which will define the kinds of challenges we face and how to face, but also realize the strengths we have as a continent, as a people of Africa, and just making sure we don't continue to waste the opportunities we have, and underrating our own selves. And I think Wilfred said this much earlier. We are the eagles that are struggling to fly when we have the wings and everything to really be out there and do it. So I think there's something to give us hope, and that is you and others, the young people who are here and who have already participated. In fact, on the reform team, most of them, you can imagine, I am the oldest on the team. The second is, well, Kaberuka is still younger than me. And by the way, I don't fully agree when people say next 60 years. I believe most of you will be there. I'm still trying to figure out if I will be there myself. But given the advances of science and technology and all kinds of things, who knows? In biotechnology and things like that. In fact, Wilfred, who said he won't be there, might be there in one form or another. You might be, because of that, you might be there, real Wilfred, older than you are now, but you might be there as a younger clone of yourself. So here we are, and I think Africa is a good place. We can look up to ourselves and say, we will be where we want to be soonest.
I think you've already...
If you like informative and educational videos on Africa, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos.